Hello, captains. Welcome if this is your first time here, or welcome back if you are returning. I am Captain Cash the Stampede, and today we're going over patch notes. Alright, we're looking at update 4.2. As always, I will leave a link to the actual patch notes and the bug reporter down below. Now, gameplay updates. We now have the sea monster Risen Mega Lestari. This will be available from the 4th until the 25th. The Undying Maw is the name of the bounty that we will see as we face against Vikram's latest spawn, the deadly Risen Mega Lestari. Successful captains will have a chance to earn bespoke vanity items to showcase their victory. We're getting a ship emblem, hull color, sails color, and a ship pattern. So I have not seen it just yet, but I am playing the game right now. I'll do what I can to put it up on screen so you can check it out. Next, we have the limited time event, Escort for Our Allies. This will be available from the 4th until the 18th. We will have fancy more colors for your ship. Captain, take part in the Escort Our Allies merchant convoy to encounter ship cosmetics. Here's how. Keep a lookout for the merchant convoy decked out in the Ogre King set. Take down the convoy to obtain a ship cosmetic chest with a chance to obtain a part of the Ogre King ship set. And you stand to obtain pieces of 8 from these chests: the Royal Camphor whole color, Naga's Blood, the Ogre's Grin emblem, the Ogre King sail pattern, and scales of the Naga, the whole ornament. I actually believe I have this on my Sam book, my Dragon of the West. It was a purchase that I made, I think, in like season 1, but now looks like a year later it's up for an event. Not too bad. Limited time event, The Founding, will be available from February 18th to the 11th of March. We're going to celebrate the founding, the day Skurlock, King of St. Anne, established this bustling pirate den in the Red Isle years ago. While we do this, we will defeat the legendary pirate lords and other elite ships to earn celebration coins known as Silver Lions. Players are encouraged to use sovereigns to exchange for Silver Lions during this event. Gotcha. So they're giving us something to do with our sovereigns for kingpins. Not too bad. Hopefully, let's see. Yeah, I see a list of the stuff down below. Hopefully it'll be things we'll actually want to spend those sovereigns on. Alright, so you may exchange Silver Lions for featured items in previous seasons. This is your chance to acquire items, both weapons and cosmetics, which you may have missed. Nice. Adding for more looks to your ship or your own dashing self. So week 1 will highlight the Carronade, the Immortal Vessel, that's armor, Spiteful Spike Station, which is furniture, Ship of Dragons set, and more. Ship of Dragons, I think that was the season 3 cosmetic. So now it looks like you'll be able to purchase that in game. Not too bad. Week 2, the Dardanellus gun, Phoenix Crest, smoked canisters, Doomsday Kingpin set, and more. Week 3, Bane of 10 Suns, Storm Woven Symphony, Buoy Locker, Caliban Ship Vanity Set, Mr. Maroon Pet, and more. I keep seeing the and more on all of these, so likely that and more is going to mean materials, any sort of upgrade materials that we need to make our ships better and things of that nature. That's usually what comes in a lot of these. And they're telling us to keep an eye out for the dev blog for more information on what to expect from the year 1 anniversary. That is awesome. I will also make sure to keep you guys in the loop about that. Next, job board contract balance. St. Anne and Talakanjar job board contract objectives have been adjusted to overall reduce the amount of time needed to complete each event or each contract. Developer note: job board contracts often take a considerable amount of time to complete and have been observed to be less rewarding as compared to other contract types in the game. As the job board's key purpose is to provide players with a simple rewarding game loop for gameplay sessions, we've reduced the quality of the items and targets required to complete these contracts across the board. With rewards for contracts remaining unchanged, job board contracts should be more rewarding for players. So that is good for you new captains. Seriously, use that job board if you haven't started to, go out to outposts and meet any of the other factions. The job board is a perfectly fine place to get started on your daily grind. Next, improvements and bug fixes. We're looking at aiming. Reduce the movement of the crosshair when players encounter strong waves during combat. Developer note, man, this is a chunky one. While aiming in Skull and Bones, the camera pitch angle is limited to a range which determines how far you can move the camera above and below the horizon. In our explanations below, we use a range of -10 degrees and +10 degrees as an illustration, but the minimum pitch and maximum pitch angles vary between weapons. To enhance the aiming experience, we've implemented a concept called camera dampening. This allows the camera parameters to gradually align with the reference point, which in this case is the camera angle. Think of it as placing a camera on a gimbal to reduce the rocky effect of the waves. That is not too bad and a great explanation of how this is going to work. If you don't know what a gimbal is, it's essentially something that you put your camera on to keep your picture from looking super shaky. Not too bad. Dampening effect enables the camera pitch angle to temporarily exceed its usual range, providing better comfort when aiming on rough waves, where ships tend to experience a higher degree of pitch and roll. However, this means the camera may deviate much more from its set pitch angle limits, causing the camera to clip into the ship. All right, so if you are seeing your the camera clip into your ship, this is why. In year 1, season 4.0, the last update, we applied a fix to reduce the dampening effect to address camera clipping into the ship. This was causing players to be unable to see their target as the view was blocked by their own ship mesh. By reducing the dampening effect, the correction was applied faster. We applied the correction faster by reducing the effect, but they inadvertently introduced a bug which made the dampening reduction apply within the aiming pitch limits. It resulted in a feeling that the camera was constantly adjusted. Alright, now in year 1, season 4, 1.3 or update 1.3, we fixed this issue by only taking into the account the angle difference outside of the min-max pitch limit. This adjustment made minor deviations outside of the -10 +10 range less affected by the dampening effect, therefore reducing the negative impact of the player's ability to aim during minor deviations with the -13 to +13 range. In this patch, we are further increasing the dampening buffer range from 13 to 19, so -19 and +19. With this change, players will not notice significant changes in aiming behavior compared to before year 1, season 4, 1.0, when their ship was pitched up or down by 9 degrees due to rough waves. This adjustment should cover a majority of cases. We also note that this season, compared to previous ones, has had more events where players engage in locations with rougher seas. This contributes to the increased feeling of aiming degradation while riding on taller waves. We are continuing to explore other options to improve the comfort of aiming in the coming patches. Honestly, I feel like once the top half of the map opens up, some of this should alleviate that, and every single event shouldn't take place in the freaking open seas. Finally, we hope this detailed developer note provides a deeper insight and analysis into how one of the core mechanics of our naval combat game works. Additionally, it outlines the steps we are taking to address player concerns regarding this topic. Now, that was chunky, but I personally love this. I come from the Destiny community. I used to make videos for a completely different channel that I've long left, which is why, if you've noticed, some of my videos seem pretty good. I've had practice. But I love patch notes like this. I have nothing wrong with the list of you just telling me what you fixed and that's it. But what you fixed, why and how, and trying to understand the just minutia of it, I actually dig that. So I thank you guys for actually, listening to this, stuff. For those of you that actually understand how important it can be. But moving on to the taunt status effect. Now, updated taunt status effect to allow for faster accumulation of the status effect against elite warships. Developer note, in year 1, season 4.1.3, we released a change to solve the issue where all AI ships had a taunted capacity that was higher than intended. This caused a number of non-elite ships to be killed without even triggering the status effect. To fix this, we reduced the taunt capacity of all AI ships. However, further analysis revealed that the taunt capacity of elite ships remained high, causing the taunt status effect to take a considerable amount of time to build up on elite ships before being triggered. With this change, Taunt, a status effect, should build up approximately 3 times faster on elite ships. This adjustment should make the status effect feel more relevant in builds against elite ships once again. Thank you, because, yeah, again, I just wasn't feeling it on the last bit. I mean, yeah, my battle junk was able to take out, smaller ships just fine, but I did take it to a boss fight, and I just still didn't feel like the taunt was getting it. This explains why. So now we did get a update to that. Next, contracts and bounties revised the description of the bounty objective to include information that the contract token cannot be delivered at Labast for the contract hunter and hunted. Fixed an issue where players were unable to progress in the contract Dawn of War due to a missing Rama message in some cases. Fixed an issue where players were unable to progress the contract Voices from the Past due to a missing ancient Adi or Odi item in some cases. Fixed an issue where the contract Dispelling Shadows was not progressing immediately after sinking the required number of ships. Fixed an issue where the item quantity required to complete the job board contract Tavern Feast in the preview did not match with the actual item quantity intended. Essentially, the bounty just said one thing and wanted another. Fix an issue where the job board contract Smuggle Fiber required Fine Akaba instead of Akaba. Fix an issue where the objective job board contract Plunder Capital incorrectly required players to plunder Stage 2 instead of Stage 4. Fixed an issue where, and by the way, Plunder Capital bounty, you're going to be doing that one longer. Just in case you missed that, you used to only do it to Stage 2, now you got to go to Stage 4. Fixed an issue where the description for the objective of the job board contract board Sea People ships incorrectly displayed Stage 3 instead of Stage 2 for the plunder step. So same situation, just reversed, one less step. You'll be doing that bounty faster. Fixed an issue where the recommended ship rank displayed for several bounties at the bounty board was incorrect, and fixed an issue where the bounty, the Soleil Royale, could not be completed at the Harafu settlement. Also, fixed an issue where there were no ships traveling on certain trade routes. The Fond de la Baie and La Colony, and the La Colony to Port de Mine. I guess no ships were on there. And you can look at the map, and if you're looking for certain materials or ingredients or whatnot, you can actually find them on the trade routes, and the idea is you're supposed to see these ships and you sink them and you get what you need. Apparently, you were not able to do that on these trade routes. That sounds like it's been changed. Also fix an issue where the Unguana merchant ships were not spawning near Kusini and Wavuvi in the African region. Man, they're testing my vocals today. For achievements and challenges, an issue was fixed where players were unable to claim the achievements Curse, Breaker, and Redeemer. Items that were fixed, there's an issue fixed where the Captain Apok's head item incorrectly mentions company settlements. I guess you can't turn it in there. Fix an issue where the Ballista Furnace 1 furniture cannot be salvaged at the blacksmith. Good to know. I didn't try to salvage that, but some of you may have had an issue. Also fix an issue where the Volta's Ward armor was incorrectly classified as epic instead of rare. Alright, now UI updated the set of loading screen background images, which is cool. I actually like those and I've been saving them every chance I get. Fix an issue where the set sail button appeared to not work in some cases. Developer note, after investigating this issue, we found that it occurred during periods of network instability. At the same time, there were no signs or indicators to suggest poor network conditions in these cases. We've added a UI element to show the loading state when players attempt to set sail during periods of network instability. That actually happens to me quite a bit, and I usually just back out of the game completely and that fixes it. But sounds like that might actually not have to happen anymore. We shall see. Next, fixed an issue where the leaving world event notification remained on the screen after completing the Great Shadow event if players rejoin the game during the countdown period. Fix an issue where the damage number indicators were not displaying near the target when the shattered status effect is applied. Fix an issue where the matchmaking and miscellaneous journal tabs were not selectable via mouse clicks. Fix an issue where the incorrect total participant count was displayed on the tooltip for the Mythic World event, the Great Shadow. Fix an issue where the icon for the Mythic World event, the Great Shadow, was not correctly displaying the perfect color, or the correct color. Fixed an issue where the remaining distance between, fixed an issue where the remaining distance was being displayed on the tooltip instead of the time left for the world event to play a king. Fixed an issue where the icon for the random event bait and switch was not displaying on the event tooltip. Fixed an issue where the PvP flag of other players was not visible after joining a groupmate's world. Fix an issue where the Talak Pinjara Den map cannot be navigated beyond a height. I believe I've accidentally noticed this and thought it was just me being a little bit too aggressive with my map buttons. Fix an issue where the key icon was not displayed in the tutorial prompt for the contract blood-soaked silver when using mouse and keyboard. Fixed an issue where the tutorial for upgrading cosmetics was triggering before the cosmetic upgrade option was available at the shipwright. Fix an issue where the map periodically refocuses on the player's current position. Developer note: this was an issue where an option to reset the cursor positioning pressed by the middle mouse or by pressing the left stick on the controller was not visible in the menu. This option is now visible on the map. Fixed an issue where the highlighted borders of the recommended activity pop-up did not follow the cursor's location. Fixed an issue where the quick chat text was not selectable by mouse after clicking. Fixed an issue where the name description of the sales pattern Rajput chipset was incorrect. Man, a lot of these. Fixed an issue where the upgradable label for upgradable vanity items overlapped with the social UI UI element. Fixed an issue where the upgraded label was not displayed on the upgraded vanity items. Fixed an issue where the Arabic localization was missing for the Chorus of Havoc event in the seasonal calendar. Fixed an issue where the A and D keys were not responsive in navigating the Smuggler's Pass rewards after the mouse was used to navigate. Fixed an issue where the Smuggler's Pass reward were inaccurately named Parts Bundle instead of Garuda Parts Bundle. Fixed an issue where an error message was occasionally shown when purchasing bundles at the rotative store if a player already owns that item and is part of a bundle. Fixed an issue where multiple offers in the store did not display the time left information on their respective store offer tiles. Fixed an issue where the names of the Winged Watcher and Dragon Fortune sets were not displayed in the upgrade tabs in the store in various localizations. Fixed an issue where the currency wallet would disappear from the store after accessing offers from the main menu news tiles. Graphics. Fix an issue with some weapon types getting stuck in the reload animation. Fix an issue where the weak points of Vikram's ship were not visible when the player is close to the target and changing camera angles. Fix an issue where the visual effects did not appear after the projectile fired from Agni's Fury hits a tower or landmass. Fix an issue where the visual effects did not appear after the projectiles from Agni's Fury hit a tower or landmass. Gotcha. Fix an issue where fired projectiles for Agni's Fury did not sync with the visual effects as it hits the water. Fix an issue for where the model for the bird stand behind the community trader in Talak Pinjara Den was missing. Fix an issue where equipped upgraded figureheads were not applied on ship on managed ship screen. Fix an issue where equipped upgraded figureheads were not applied on ship on managed ship screen. Okay. Fixed an issue where the Lunar Snake Pants vanity item was clipping with the body of characters. Fix an issue where the graphical corruption was observed when the belt of the legendary livery set was equipped. Fix an issue where the preview animations for the firework Parime Guardian was cut by the frame when viewing in the El Dorado Fleet Bundle store. Alright, and we are almost done. Stability. Fix an issue where players were stuck in the loading screen when entering the helm office during the contract nose for business in some cases. Fix an issue where players could be stuck on indefinite loading screens when attempting to enter the game after being idle in some cases. Added account corrections for players that may have sailed out of bounds while disconnecting from the game. Affected players should start at the last den they visited after logging back in. Fixed some various crash fixes and improvements to the game's stability. For audio, fix an issue where the home free shanty was not available. Developer note: In Year 1, Season 4, 1.3, we released a fix for this issue. However, we identified additional cases where the issue could occur. The fix with this patch should address all known remaining cases where the shanty was not available. And last but not least, fixed an issue where sound effects were unintentionally playing when pressing directional input buttons on the store offers screen. All right, captains, that is it. Chunky bit of patch notes today. I actually thought about not reading them all, but when I asked you about a month or two ago if you wanted me to do this, you said yeah, and that would be me not holding up to the agreement. But that is it. Also, if you're still here, good news. I believe that my internet has finally been fixed. I'm going to be working from home today, so I should be able to start up a stream once I complete work. Keep an eye on that. It will be a test stream, so if you do happen to see some alerts, multiple alerts, I apologize. That just means my internet still sucks, but fingers crossed. But thank you for coming out. As always, I have been Captain Cash the Stampede, and we will see you in the seas, Captain. Take it easy.